Sairam everyone. Swami, there are no words to express our experience and the feelings that we are going through now, the divine, simply divine bliss. So thank you very much, Swami. Once we express our sincere gratitude for coming to Clarksdale to bless all of us, and not only the folks from Clarksdale, what we call Clarksdale Sai warriors, but also all the people who came from all over the country, also from Mexico and Canada. So we all came here just to experience this divine bliss. And also, as you all know, when our Swami comes, he brings his angels with him. So we have some of those angels with us, starting with Bhavana, Sister Bhavana. There. We call it Sweet Sister Bhavana. She's always energetic, dynamic, and she's always there and get things done. So it's 1-800 help for us, anything. So thank you, sister, for being, so kind to us and always do things with love, and we cannot express our gratitude for what you do for us. Thank you. And then we have the David, the sweet of the corn, the Swami solution. And David Sweet is our man from this country, right? So he's always there again to guide us, direct us, and help us as Swami visits the country and in hosting these events. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. Then we have Bharat here. He is the chosen builder of Swami. He builds things one brick at a time, but that brick is not size-wise, not the brick what we see. Each brick is a mega project, and he is on that mission of building the nation called Bharat. Thank you. And then, of course, Brother Sumit needs no introduction. Sumit Thakur from Fiji. What a melodious voice. He not only touches the hearts of the people with his melodious voice, but it's also healing the hearts of the young children through that caring service they're providing in Fiji for the Pacific Island and Australia and New Zealand surrounding countries. The young children with cardiac issues. And then we have here Sai Prasad here. Is really a gift of Swami. And what he does is he distributes this prasad to millions of children, and the prasad is called Sai Sure. Right? So keep the young children healthy and so that's great. And Anand we have here. Sai Anand again. Is the pillar of the Sai Sure mission, and the Annapurna Trust. He is the founder, and he expanded in less than 7 years to what 30 million children are being fed. What an amazing! It's a miracle. Okay, and then we have here Gauri Shankar. Gauri Shankar is another great instrument in Swami's mission. And his inspiration, the way he does things, is truly an inspiration for all of us to learn not only the spiritual aspect and how to get things done, but also from a business perspective also. So thank you. You are again an inspiration for all of us. And then of course, last but not the least, our dear brother who takes care of Swami, who is the caretaker of all of us. A big applause to Sai because we don't have to worry about how we can take care of Swami, So we rely on him. Thank you, brother, for what you're doing. As chosen instrument for that. So with that, do you miss anyone? Okay. So that's entourage, and of course, then we have the son of the soil, Isaac the Great, is here, and he is willing to pray to Swami that a hospital should come in the poorest region of the country, in Mississippi, Clarksdale. He's the son of Mississippi, and also for those who don't know Isaac, he's the founder of Hard Rock Cafe. He built that platform, that chain of restaurants, and took it public. But commercial success is one thing, but again, he used all that proceedings to fund the Baba's mission those days and continue to support the mission, both with great hard work and also with financial support too. Thank you, Isaac. We really appreciate for being here with us today. So now we have Clarksdale warriors here. Can you all please stand up? Our family here, Clarksdale family, and so Dr. Gauri and Dr. Gautami and Dr. Chitra. Dr. Gautami moved from South Carolina to Clarksdale to serve basically the folks who come visit our clinic. And Dr. Chitra, she moved from Augusta, Georgia 3 years ago, and what a excellent service she's doing for the community here. And then we have Tony, she moved from California. Sorry, Hawaii. Yeah, close. Dr. Linda and Simon, they moved from California again to support the community here. And then, of course, Palmer behind, the better half of Tony there, standing there. And then we have Jeannie, the psychiatrist, psychologist, again to treat the patients here. And Dr. Lakshmi from Memphis, providing excellent support with a long arm from Memphis. And then Pearl shows, she again moved 4 years ago from California. Again, amazing service she's doing for the community, particularly for the care station. She does participate there and feeding the poor and needy. And then Dr. Yamuna, again, she's from Huntsville. She's serving here in the clinic, and she drives 4.5 hours every Wednesday from Huntsville to Clarksdale, and serve on Thursday and Friday, and then drive back on Saturday again 4.5 hours. So hats off to her, So that is our lovely family of Clarksdale. And then David, yes.
Here.
Yeah, David. Okay, so tall, you are so short, you can't see it. So the David, he is this man. Anything, everywhere he needs. First of all, he is associated with the clinic, and he drives the patients back and forth. Those who don't have a transportation, so the clinic provides that also, transportation for those who do not have access to transportation. He does that. Plus, also he takes care of a lot of other things as well. So this is our lovely family, and he's going to bring more and more people to Clarksdale as the clinic expands to become hospital in 2 years, 3 years time, and more and more people will come and serve. So that's the kind of dedication and service this team providing to the community here, which nobody thought about 4 years ago that would happen, the case. Well, without further ado, Swami, we have a small offering. The Clarksdale team have put together a small Pancharatnas, not Tyagaraja's Pancharatnas, but Sadguru's Pancharatnas. What I forgot to bring is the earbuds, just in case, as a backup you need that. But they will do their best.
You want to go back home, right?
All right, ladies and gents behind, your show.
Jaya Sadguru Pranamami Guru Karuna Shabati. Jaya Sadguru Pranamami Guru Karuna Shabati. Jaya Madhusudan Sai Guru Tava Padayuge Sharanam Sharanam. Madhusudan Sai Guru Tava Padayuge Sharanam Sharanam. Tava Padayuge Sharanam Sharanam. Shitavasalam Dharma Vinayaka Pahi Guru Jaya Dharma Vinayaka Pahi Guru Charanagara Chittukadai Guru Tava Yuge Sharanam Charanam Charanagara Chittukadai Guru Tava युगे शरणं शरणं माधवमाधवते अवतार विशेष दया जनये जय माधव रूप माधवते अवतार विशेष दया जनये जय मधुसूदन साई गुरु तव पाद युगे शरणं शरणं मधुसूदन साई गुरु तव पाद युगे शरणं शरणं तव पाद युगे शरणं शरणं वसुदेव 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 नवघोषणकार कविस्वगुरो वसुदेव नवघोषणकार कविस्वगुरो आरोग्य सुपोषणदायक विद्याजनदायक तव शरणं आरोग्य सुपोषणदायक विद्याजनदायक तव शरणं तापहरं सुखशान्तिकरं परिपूर्णतरं योगेन्द्रवरं तापहरं सुखशान्तिकरं परिपूर्णतरं योगेन्द्रवरं भवबन्धविमोचनकल्पतरुं वन्दे मधुसूदन साई गुरुं भवबन्धविमोचनकल्पतरुं वन्दे मधुसूदन साई गुरुं वन्दे मधुसूदन साई गुरुं वन्दे मधुसूदन साई गुरुं. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, few others have never known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet, the birds stop their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart keeps ringing. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, few others have ever
Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. I am all, I am all, I am all, I am all, remind me, my love, who I am. Through this time of distraction and of illusion, remind me, my Lord, who I am. I am truth, I am peace, my way. I am truth, I am peace, my way. Ananda Swarupa, Prema Swarupa, remind me, my love, who I am. Ananda Swarupa, Prema Swarupa, remind me, my love, who I am. I am love, I am love, pure love. I am love,
so good, Swami. One last one, but this is an indigenous song composed by the Clarksdale team. And put the tune also to it. And we want to offer this, Dr. Yamuna, please come here. Her daughter has composed this song, Swami. It's the English one. I'll have her the privilege of giving on behalf of the daughter. It's an English song. Her daughter has composed. It's supposed to be the actual English translation of Sai Panchakam, but it turned out to be different, so we separated that from Sai Panchakam. We don't want to, but it came out so nice. I'm sure we will enjoy it.
Victory to Sadguru, grace like the ocean. Victory to Sadguru, full of compassion. Madhusudan Sai, Guru we love. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. Victory to Sadguru, love like the mother. Victory to you, protector of Dharma. Surrender to you for a peaceful mind. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. Victory to Sadguru, birth as a human. Victory, your avatar, full of compassion. You, O Sadguru, victory. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. Victory to Sadguru, one world family. Victory to Sadguru, bringing good tidings. Victory to you, provider of our needs. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. Victory to you who gives us peace. Victory to you, our souls are free. Sadguru Sai, our vision will be free. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. We bow down to you, seeking refuge at your feet. Swami, refuge at your feet.
Oh, well, Swami, it's probably not the standards of Bharat,
You
Soma, and
are
our
taking,
this one.
you are getting into trouble. What?
But they not heard me complete. But they put a lot of effort for the last 1 month, but this heart sang from their hearts.
Very nice.
Baba is what you always said. Okay, thank you. And we have now, with your permission, Swami, John Livingston said a few words for about this program tomorrow. John?
So do you want me just to do this from here?
No, come here, please.
Please tell everyone who join us.
Yes, I will do that. So, John Livingston is the Executive Director of Chamber of Commerce here and also the Executive Director of Economic Development Authority. He is the reason why we are all here. So though is Swami's command that we should have it here, but we need a champion and an instrument to make it happen. And that is John Livingston. He is the one who helped People's Stores establish its center here. And he is the one who helped the clinic establish the facility here. And so he is our champion and the mission, Swami's mission in Clarksdale. John.
Well, first, Sai Ram. I don't wish to contradict anything that Woody would say. However, the reason we're all here today is because of Swami. I would also add this. I cannot think of a more impactful time for Swami and all of you to be here in Clarksdale, but also in this country. I have never seen such division in this nation in my lifetime, and I have rarely seen it as challenging around the world. But it gives me great hope and gives me more than a sense of peace to have each one of you here, and the spirit that infuses all of this, which is the idea of love all, serve all, and one world, because we really are all one. And I cannot tell you the effect, the powerful effect that has on our efforts to create a more accessible and sustainable form of healthcare for this community, which is so sorely needed, and was recognized, I have to tell you, by Swami in 2018 when we met, when he told me that we were going to build a clinic here, and I didn't believe it. And then you said we would build a hospital here, and I didn't believe it. And I said there had to be a crisis that occurred before this happened. And the crisis came, and I was in Moodinholly when it happened. I know they say there are no coincidences, but the way everything has lined up has been quite extraordinary, I have to admit. And we're awfully grateful that you're here. We look forward to sharing some more thoughts with you tomorrow at our program. I would also like to add, on a personal note, how marvelous it is to see so many friends that I've made in this community who are here tonight and with us for the next couple of days. So thank you all for being here. And Swami, thank you so much for the inspiration that you give us to do this work that allows us to serve people and to follow that teaching, which I think is something that is most appropriate now more than at any other time in recent history. So thank you so much. And welcome back to your home in Clarksdale.
Now, on behalf of all of us, I pray to Swami to deliver his divine message.
Tiger, do you want to speak a word?
Sure.
Yeah. I request Tiger to say a few words. Careful.
Can I take a picture in here?
No, I'm fine. Forgive me, I'm going to have to compose myself a little bit. All those many years that I sat in the sand in Puttaparthi, whenever he would pass, I would burst into tears, as I have tonight. he shot his love gun at me once again. I'm so grateful that many, many years later, when he called me in, often with other people for interviews, and I would just burst into tears. And he'd say, "Oh, look at Tiger, there's bliss droppings, the bliss droppings." And they are. I was so blessed to be a small part of the many years that Fiji came to open their first little clinic and then the hospital. Wonderful, wonderful people. It's so great to see Barrett and Sunil and my beautiful friend Samit. But it was amazing when we first went down there, and if those who know anything about Fiji, and I gave this speech, I hate to repeat myself a bit. But there were just a small Indian population there who are native Fijians, and the huge population of native Fijians themselves. And there was not animosity, but there was a disconnect between the Indians, beautiful as they are, and the local indigenous population. And this was due to the fact that the Indians being bright and wonderful, and these people being poor and somewhat uneducated, really took over the economics of the entire island. And they imported everything from that other family and so forth, and they had all the retail. They had just about every business in town. So there was a break, and you could feel it. I felt it. And then we began this journey of building this little clinic. Oh my God, the love gun. Can you point in a different direction for a moment? At any rate, it was remarkable because you could feel this difference, this disconnect between the small, very wealthy Indian population in this place and the natives who are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. And then as we came down and Swami came down and we started with Sumit and his family, this incredible little clinic, and the years go by and they do a hospital, and I guess I went down there about 10 times over this long period. And it was amazing. I arrived at the hospital and local fellow said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm here to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the Sanjeevani Hospital." He said, "Oh my God, we're so happy that you're here. We're so happy that the Indian community has done this for us. It's just amazing." And what had happened is that year with some 200 open heart surgeries and this amazing, amazing self-service wrapped in this divine love, the fabric of the community changed. And suddenly, all of these wonderful Indian folk and the locals there bonded at last. In so many different ways, so many institutions were involved, so many things that you did. When we walked down that hallway and I saw how this amazing journey had brought this community together. Last night, I was talking to one of the doctors, wonderful 3 doctors, because I'd gone up to the Atlanta fundraiser. And the doctor was telling me last night, he said, "Remember, Mr. Tiger, when we opened this little clinic, we were lucky to get 1 person a week. One person a week, maybe 2. But they continued with their journey. And if you know anything about the natives here, they've been oppressed probably more than any other group of people in the world, really, from slavery on in modern times. I'll never forget Sai Baba when he told me to do the House of Blues. He said, "I want you to raise the consciousness of the amazing contribution these African Americans have made, unnoticed to American culture." And the good doctor said, then things started to change, and more people, and I had a meeting over the internet with some of these people that came from America long ago, and I said, you are the foundation of this place. You came before anyone else did, and they are. But it's amazing because the doctor said, you know, the locals were scared of us. I mean, what do you expect, these women wearing these bizarre curtains and not being Christians and so many other things that frightened them very much. They're the poorest of the poor in the state. But you said as time went on, so slowly more came in and the word spread among the families. And they started to trust us and adore us, even called us mother, and suggesting that they all come experience this amazing gift of selfless service, which is wrapped up in divine love, true selfless service. It's been such an amazing thing because just like Fiji, there's been a transition here too, all to this wonderful aspects of opening these hospitals. They're really fronts for selfless service. They're really fronts for all of us to grow and learn and be. But to see this, my homeland, and these poor folks that I adore so much. In fact, I'll never forget, Sai Baba told me Africans have the ability to love more than any other race on the planet. I believe that. I was raised by African Americans. I know this. So it's been so spectacular to come back and hear this glorious day, opening this hospital that no one would ever believe would happen, in a town that is now, I think, John could tell you, has picked up the spirit and so forth of what's going on, certainly among the African American community, and this wonderful gift that has been brought to elevate all of us. He passed by, and he connected me with myself again, my true self, and I'm grateful for these tears of bliss, which I've missed so much, so very much. Thank you for having me, and thank all of that have participated in this amazing journey. It's just beginning, and in Fiji it's just beginning. But the beginning of this coming together under this amazing umbrella of selfless service is changing the fabric of this culture as it has in Fiji. It's now had here. What an amazing effect divine love is on everyone. So thank you for having me, my dear wonderful Guru, and thank all of you. I want you to know, every one of you is a miracle. If you walk in these footsteps, you are a miracle. The transitions that you've been through are miraculous, and you know it, or you wouldn't be sitting here today. But don't forget who you are. You are divine and you're immortal. Nothing else. You must think of God every day. Very few people in this world actually think of God every day and praise Him. Going to church on Saturday or Sunday is not spirituality at all. But following in this selfless service, helping others, forgiving others, being with others, sharing your hearts with them is the reason you were birthed. So thank you all. And forgive me, I'm a little breathless these days. And I appreciate being here and seeing all my, oh, there's Sunil, my goodness, and Barrett, and all that whole crew from that wonderful land down under. Thank you, Swami. Sairam.
I can't see them. If I sit, I can't see you all. And you also cannot see me, that's why I stand.
Thank
When I stand here, I just don't stand for the people who are sitting here in this canopy, but I stand for all the people of Clarksdale and beyond to give them what they deserve. And more than anything else, they all deserve our love, our affection, our care and concern. That is what Hybrid was saying. And when we came for the first time, thanks to John and his kind office that received us and showed us around. And for a long, long time I felt that this place deserves better. The people deserve better. And that is how Murli, John, they joined hands and some work started, a little clinic started, and all these, what can I call them? They are Clarksdale choir now. They're happily singing their way into people's hearts. And such young girls on my right, full of enthusiasm and energy. They can put anyone, any other ladies in the room to shame. Check out their energy and enthusiasm. And with the same zeal they work every day. Consistent. What can I tell about all these wonderful people? In our scriptures, they call God by many names. They even define God as the one who has thousands of heads, hands, feet, and things like that. Sarvada pani padam tat sarvatokshi shiromukham sarvada shrutiman loke sarvamavritya tishtati, Bhagavad Gita says. His hands are everywhere, his feet are everywhere, his eyes are everywhere, his face is everywhere. He surrounds and permeates and pervades everything. How does he do that? Because God particularly does not have hands, legs and eyes and ears and nose and face. He is a formless, nameless entity which can only be best described as the love that we feel in our hearts for each other. But he assumes forms like yours. He assumes names like yours. And he works through all your hands. He smiles through all your faces. He talks through your lips. He embraces through your bodies all the people who need this love. And that is the miracle that is going on over here. That is the miracle that Tiger talks about. We all have been touched and transformed by love. And that love is what we need to share with more and touch and transform them as well. And love comes in many shapes and shades. It could be food to the hungry, it could be education to the uneducated, it could be roof to the homeless, it could be clothes to the naked and cold. Also it could be health care for the sick and the needy. Also jobs for those who have none. All these are ways of God manifesting in people's lives. And to make this miracle happen, to make this manifestation happen, is not really the job of that one God wherever we imagine Him to be. It's the job of every one of us in His name. So what more can I say? I'm so full of happiness and joy when I met all of you and I see how things are progressing year after year. And I have many doubting Thomases like John Livingstone and all the part of them. But to all those naysayers, I can only say that love has the final word. Nobody else. And when love is at work, nothing can come in its way. No one can come in its way. Because love has its own power to do what it wants to do. That is the power that we wield over here. The power of love. And that is why we are such powerful people. Because we can transform lives just with this love that we have. No other weapon. And this world, as John was saying, so divided today compared to all the times that we have at least seen in our lifetime. So divided. In this divided world, the only way to join the two sides is through this glue of love. And the more love we give to others, the more we care for others, the more we share with others, we fill all those cracks and join the pieces together and make the picture whole. And that is the work we are doing in Clarksdale. And this is just the beginning. Somebody said it. This is just the beginning. Title said it. That's exactly what I told the commissioner back there in Murli's home. Just now I met him, a newly elected commissioner. And he was so appreciative that I met you in 2019. You said so many things. I see all that happening here. I said, this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning of a wonderful, glorious time ahead for each one of us. It may look like a small venture. Clarksdale, nobody even knew that such a place as this existed a couple of years ago. None of you were here, not even Murli. Only John Livingstone was here. Nobody else was here. Everybody in this room has come later. Why we have come here? Because we have come here to love. We have come here to share. We have come here to care for people. And who are these people? They're not our relatives. They're not our blood relations, they're not our family, so to say. But yet we are all connected with them because we are one world and one family. This is also our family. Those people are also our people. This is the idea we bring to Clarksdale. And from Clarksdale we tell this story to the whole world. And I have a special soft corner for the African American community. And I've heard stories of their sacrifices and sufferings from Tibet. Long time he told me how he was raised by nannies who were African American ladies, and they looked after them when they were babies with motherly love, with affection, with care and concern. They did their part. Now it's our time to give them what they really deserve. So jobs, one side, people show us giving those jobs to those single mothers, those who are struggling to make two ends meet, locking up their children at home to do 2 jobs outside somewhere. To all of them we bring jobs and hope. But also to all the sick and the poor, who cannot afford health care. And in a world like this, which is so rich, never has been as rich as what it is today. Tremendous wealth and opulence, yet it does not reach the needy. Now how do we become the bridge and take this to every person who needs it? That is our mission in Clarksdale. So I came here, I was telling the commissioners were walking, and some more guests who have come from many other parts of the world. Our hospital shall refuse no patients. Whether they can afford, they cannot afford, whether we have that service here or we can arrange for them elsewhere, we shall never refuse a patient who walks into the doors of the hospital. That would be our mission here. And that is how we show love. So I'm just so looking forward to tomorrow morning. I'm so excited. And I've been literally after John's life for the last 5 years to make this happen. And I came last year, not last year, this year actually, in April, and met them all in Memphis and told John, what I said is going to happen. You are going to give me a building to do this hospital. And this is what I told him many years ago. We'll start with the clinic, but one day the county will come forward and they will give us a place to do our work. And as usual, not many people believe that. I think Murli believed because he sincerely believes whatever I say. But nobody else. They thought this is way off the mark. This doesn't happen here. This is America. But it is happening. And mind you, John, mark my words. In a couple of years, you'll come back again to me to give me a whole hospital. A lot of hard work by these wonderful ladies and so many more, of course. Everybody else who helped. No, they had to gain the trust of the people. Most importantly, that we were here for good. We were here to stay. We were here to serve. We were not just one of those, missions that come and say big things and do nothing at the end. We are here to stay with them and work for them. And this is what these ladies have proven. I'm so proud of them. Wherever I go, I talk about this hospital and the people who are behind it. And they're all working so hard. And I'm trying to say, the 1-2 patients would even trickle in because they won't trust that this is real. Free and for everyone. And that too, with no expectation, no nothing. People wouldn't believe. But that is how love works. When God gave us this world, the air to breathe, the water to drink, the earth to walk upon, the sky to live under, He never charged us anything. Because He gave it with love. And love cannot be measured in monetary terms. You cannot put a price to love. And that is our idea. Why it should be for all without any considerations whatsoever. Because it is love. It is not healthcare. It is love. And love cannot be sold or bought. It just happens. So I want every patient to experience this love of God. They might not be able to see a God for themselves wherever He sits, but they can feel the presence of God in the love that you all give everyone who comes here. And this is the only reason why you are sitting here, isn't it? Why you are singing all these wonderful songs and so happily you are serving. Why you have come from so many parts of this country as well as from other countries, Mexico, Canada. Why? Love. There is no other reason. You may say you are here, but what am I at the end? What am I? Who am I? I am also just love. This love is the one which attracts everyone to itself. That is why Tibet cries. Because it's tears of love, nothing else. It melts his heart. And so it does for everyone who experiences this love. Now we are very blessed. I cannot describe this fortune in words. If you have been touched by that love of God, if you have experienced it, even for a single moment in your whole life, you're still blessed. There's so many of them outside there struggling. The hearts have gone dry. When you're singing the Krishna song, how I want to be with you, Krishna. When you become a tree, I become a creeper. When you become a flower, I'll become a bee. When you're the sky, I'll be the star. When you're the ocean, I'll be the wave. Now, the beautiful song that reminds that how Gopikas cried and craved for the love of Krishna. They said our hearts are going dry. Let there be a rain of love upon us. Let rivers of love flow in our dry, deserted hearts. And let these rivers merge the ocean of love that you are. That was the prayer of Gopikas. Let our hearts never go dry. And make us incapable of loving you or experiencing your love. Let they be moist, wet with your love all the time. Let they be fertile to grow into institutions like this, which will further this cause of love. So nothing, the world needs nothing. It needs no money, it needs no government, no policy. It just needs pure love. If that is put back into the world, all the healing will happen. Nobody needs nothing. Just pure love. And some people like you who are capable of giving that love to the world, they are the change makers. They are the ones who will transform this world. I'm so very convinced about it. So very convinced. I've seen the effect of it. You mentioned about Fiji. I've seen the gratitude in the eyes of those mothers who just thought they've lost their child forever. I've seen the relief in this father's heart when he sees that somebody helped him save his child when he couldn't do it. I've seen the doctors who got an opportunity to serve being so grateful that they got an opportunity to do it without any, other, as I said, financial or other bindings. They could do it freely, happily. So many people come to Fiji as on mission and they work so happily. But I've seen the transformation in each of them. I'm so convinced that this is the way. There is no other way. And this is the way, this is the path. This is what I'm here to teach. This is what I'm here to share with all of us. And I know a day will come. I just mentioned it to the commissioner and I'll mention it to you, John, again. I know one day we'll have to start the train services again to Clarksdale because people will come in hordes. They will be able to afford private cars. So those patients who want to come and get treated at this hospital, they will request, please make our transportation easier, cheaper. And then you will have to apply to the government and tell them, please start these services so that patients can come and go, without any hassle. All those days will come. Until such a day happens, I'm not going to give up. I'm here to give. We make this as a model of love. How love is capable of doing so many wonderful miracles. And we will make sure it happens and people see it in front of their eyes. And then take this model, get inspired and replicate it in any parts of the world. And that is the only way to bring peace to the world. There's no other way. There's no other way. And we will do it. We might be a small group of people in a quiet corner of America, in this particular region, doing our work silently. But do not underestimate the power of what we are doing. It may not be visible to you, may not understand the magnitude of it today. But who can guess the size of the tree by just looking at a tiny seed? But one day it does become a tree. That is the potential this work holds. The seed of love that we are sowing will grow into a giant tree of love and give shade and shelter to so many who are bereft of love struggling out there. They are our brothers and sisters. They are our family. And that is the message we must send out from our institutions. You will see glorious things will happen. I have the the advantage of seeing a little more than you what you see into the future. And I've seen it. I have seen it all. And that is what I was telling Murli. Did I not say all these things? I said it 5 years ago, I say it today. In 5 years, you see, it will be one of the very most important healthcare facility in the whole of Delta region. And people will flock to this place from far away places. Because this is where not just they get all the services without any financial burden, but also because they get it with so much of love and care, which they don't get even after paying for it. And that's why they will rush to this place. And such a day will come. And we'll be sitting here like this, maybe in a bigger place with many more people. And we'll be talking again. And again there will be a John waiting somewhere saying, no, this is not. And we won't care. This is how it will grow. I'm so glad. And I'm very happy to see Tiger because, you know, he's really somebody who has seen the struggles of this place. Because he had his own struggles all his life. He did what he did. At the end, he offered everything for the service of all. But today, it's this place, right in his backyard, where things are happening. And from here starts a beautiful mission for the whole of North America. And you see, in a couple of years, people will start to take note of what's going on, what's this group, what are they up to, what is going on. They will come here to ask you. And we will tell them our story of love. And they'll get transformed, they'll go and start something somewhere. And this is how it will spread. We're also very happy to introduce some more doctors will be joining us shortly. I don't think the real estate in Clarksdale has got so much of traction in it. It's all our people. So people were selling things, the commissioner was telling, people were selling and leaving this place to go to Oxford or to go to elsewhere where they will have better opportunities and better care, especially the elderly. They were just leaving the place. And today, slowly we're coming back here. And imagine what happens after 5 years. You'll have a thriving community around. And that will have ripple effects on everything, on education, on economic, on many other aspects of living and life over here. So that is what I want to see as the future of this place. And it will happen. I'm so sure it will happen. Because I know love is capable of anything. You put love at work, it will achieve anything. That is my faith. And that is why we are so confident about what we are doing. I'm very happy and actually I've been looking forward to it since I came in April. I've been telling, I told Sean, I told Sumit, I told Chitra, everybody I told, please get going. There is no going, and they told, can we retain the clinic also? I said, no. You have to move to this next facility and you have to make it work. We have to give our 100%, not 200% to what it takes. And a lot of specialists also will come on rotation basis. Today they cannot come here immediately because they have some other obligations, their children to send to college and they have some things to settle. But they all will come eventually. And we will be able to run the facility very well. And for those who cannot come, they will do teleconsultations, they will do many other ways of serving the people and community over here. But I said, our motto remains, we shall not refuse any patient. Whoever comes for whatever, even if we don't have the facility, we'll find a way to serve, we'll find a way to help. And if nothing happens, I'll take them all to India and get them treated and send them back. We're building the new hospital. It's a big facility, almost 500 beds. And I told Bharat, we should make place for people from America. If suppose we are not able to help them here, we'll fly them all the way down to India, get them treated and send them back again. But we will not refuse anybody. This is what we do. So I'm sure you're all excited. You're more excited than me, I can see that. And your curtain drapes look really good. We have Rekaro, she's in waiting. We have Jayanti, she's in waiting. I've got Rashmi with me, she's under training to become a congenital heart specialist. And all these people will come and join in. Thanks, I'm just preparing them. When the facility is slightly more settled and stable, all these people are going to come. Many more doctors and nurses will come. And I invite them from all around the world to come and work here. So that they feel that one family, one world, one family feel. Right? And you have done a very good job. I'm taking all of you to Fiji in the next trip to Fiji. A small break for all of you. Only Fiji and Holiday. Last time I took John. Because I wanted him to believe me. He was finding it difficult to believe. So I told him, see, this is what we did in some remote island like Fiji, where nothing is available. Through COVID times, Sumit and group worked and worked and worked. When they built the first pediatric heart hospital, if it was just another hospital, it was still okay. It's completely free pediatric heart hospital for the whole of Fiji and the South Pacific Islands. And so many lives have been saved there. And that is what will happen here and many more places. So I feel that we are very, very blessed. We can never count our blessing, the blessing that have come our way. Because we can never understand the magnitude of it. It only will reveal itself as we evolve. That what has happened to us, how lucky we are, how blessed we are. This will not be understood today in its entirety. But someday in your life you will know what has happened to you. What kind of blessing has come your way. You will realize this as time passes. I'm very happy. I have nothing much to say more than this. I'm just happy and I wanted to express this happiness and all the love that you have developed in your heart. I've seen all of you change over the last 4, 5, 6 years. All of you have become better human beings than what you were. Isn't it?
Yes.
You're more loving, more caring, less attached, and less human and more divine. That's what I've seen, that change I've seen in every one of you. And as a teacher, that is my joy. When I see the students learning, practicing what is being taught, that is the joy of teacher. What more does a teacher want than to see them grow and evolve and learn and become better? And that I see every time I come here. That makes me really happy. I know people are there from Mexico also. They will expect me to come to Mexico. Yeah, I will try next time. They wanted me to come from here to Mexico. I said, I'm really too busy and we have birthday celebrations back in November. So I have to go back and there are many people waiting there too. But next time when I come, I'll come back again. I said, I'll come back again in April, John, to take a stock of what's going on. And then we will take all our wonderful young girls to Fiji. They all will travel with me. And we will go there and we'll celebrate the next year anniversary of Fiji, which is happening. Now how many surgeries now we have? 250 has been done. It's slowly going. And the government of Fiji has been very, very good to us. Initially I told Sumit long time back, Sumit, wait and watch, the government will work with us one day. He said, no, it doesn't happen like this. So I told Sumit, you wait, it will happen. Then Sumit came and told me, Swami, the elections are coming. What's going to happen? Is this government going to stay or going to change? I said, if they help me, they will stay. If they don't help me, they will go. They didn't help me. And I remember, he asked me, how it's so close. It's all coalition and we don't know what's going to happen. I said, they will just win by one vote. And Sumit thought, by one vote, how do you form a government? You have thousands of people voting. You can't count and say by one vote, one government has come into power. But what really happened is that it became a coalition of 3 parties against one. And finally, to select the government, there was a special voting within the parliament where the elected members had to vote for one leader. And that is when the leader who is present leader of Fiji won by one vote. You know what they did? The Deputy Prime Minister flew down to India, met me, had a good dinner at Mudenhalli, saw everything and he said, what you're doing is wonderful, we want to be a part of it. Tell us what we can do. I said, help us. Help us, share this burden, let's work together. We are working for the people of Fiji just like you. He went back, I went back to Fiji, met them, met the Prime Minister, met the Deputy Prime Minister and got them to sign an agreement to work with the hospital. And now, part of the hospital costs are covered by their government's funding, part of it we cover. So I said, if you do that, we can serve more people. And all this I told Sumit, not today, I told him right in the beginning, that we'll start with the clinic, government will give us the land right in the center, then we'll build a hospital, in 5 years it will be a heart hospital, and then government will work with us, and none of them were able to believe. But as I said, despite whatever people think of me, I go on doing what I have got. Because I'm so sure of it. Because I know it's been inspired by the divine. It's not thinking of my head. It's an inspiration that is coming from beyond. And so when divinity has decided, who am I, who are you to stop it or help it? And it happens. And this is just one example of. We thought we'll build a medical school in India. Bharat is sitting here. They shook their heads like this. And I told the Prime Minister will come and inaugurate this medical college within a year. They said, oh, that is even worse. It's a story. Never going to happen. But they themselves built the medical college. Bharat himself was a part of it. And he himself received the Prime Minister and got the hospital inaugurated, medical college inaugurated. It was the first batch of doctors have joined. The doctors to be had joined. All I'm trying to say is that when love is at work, miracles happen. And this is just love. Our mission is nothing but love. Many forms of love. It can be a medical school, it can be a hospital, it could be education, it could be nutrition, anything and everything. These are various forms of love. It's love at work. Never underestimate its power. And anybody who develops that love becomes God. Then and there. And all the power of the universe is with such a person. To be like that. Be that very walking, talking, living, breathing manifestations of God's love. And then you see what you're capable of achieving. Much beyond your imagination. And this is what will happen here also. And I know in a couple of years it will become one of the very important healthcare centers for the entire Delta region. And I want to see that day. Our doctors should say, Swami, we have no time. There's so many patients, what shall we do? And I'll go back to John and tell John, one more building. That's how it will expand. Yes. Now John doesn't doubt me so much. Not many people doubt me, but in the beginning, yes. So I'm sure, I'm looking forward. Tomorrow I'll see you all at the hospital. It's been done up quite nicely. And I will start the services. And from there we'll see how it goes. And we'll add more and more services with time. I will also make provision to see to that if any patients need better care and we cannot provide here or whatever the reason, even if it needed, we'll take them to India, get it done and send it back. So, but we will ensure that no patient is ever refused. Everybody will be embraced, nobody will be left behind. Till we reach the last person in this place. Okay? And be ready, a lot more real estate is going to be bought. See, everybody is asking me, sorry, there is a house up for sale there, shall we buy it? I said, by all means, just go ahead. After some time, they'll say, we don't have a shopping complex, we don't have a mall, then you have to build one. It will start like this. Slowly, all these people are coming. It will start becoming a very, very important place and it will thrive here. You'll see. Happy guided? Yeah, this is the vision I have. And I know it will happen. Very good. See you tomorrow morning at the hospital and we'll celebrate this event. And then I'll come back again in April as I promised and then we will see how it goes from there. Very good. Very happy. Okay, after Aarti you can show.